got a gun too? Woo! I know it get hurt to get shot with that. Oh yeah, I don't want no problem, brother. Hell no, I don't want no problem with you. You crazy. Oh, we ready to do some time right now, ain't you? Damn, you got me shivering. All right. Okay. I'll be right back. Big shot, you wait right there. I'm gonna make this little phone call, okay? I'm gonna make a little phone call. He's still standing in the same damn spot. Yep, talking like he big and he bad. Yeah, officer, what do I do if he had pulled a gun on me? And let's say he insinuated that he might have shot me with it. I already told you the address. I told you exactly where I am. I gave you the GPS coordinates. You big and you bad, huh? Wait right there. I'm gonna show you somebody who's bigger and badder. He's thinking about it. He's contemplating. Okay, never mind. He's not big. He's not bad. He is no longer armed and dangerous. He put it away. That is a concealed firearm at this point. All right, officer. I love y'all. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and this episode, this is a story out of Miami, Florida. It says a man who had been on the run for 15 years after 2010 murder of a Miami man was finally captured in Kenya and extradited back to South Florida to face justice. Now, the reason I figured I'd do a story on this shit, because this is ironic, this is irony at its finest, and y'all know that follow the show. Irony is some shit that should be played out in books, plays, movies, and scripts, not in real life. When I say irony, what I mean is the fact that they're capturing illegals or undocumented immigrants and shipping their ass back to whatever country they came from, and the fact that the American government has went out their way to go get a nigga and bring him back from another country speaks volumes. Now, I say it's ironic because he's in Miami. He went to Brazil at first. His name is Nicholas Soares, so I'm assuming he's either South American, because they don't sound like a Ethiopian name or an East African name. So the fact that he went to Africa, out of all places in the world, after leaving Brazil, and they suited up and booted up and went and got his ass, says a lot. Like, they're literally going to get niggas and bring from other countries and bring it. They literally, I don't know if he's a citizen here or the name like Nicholas Soares, going to Africa. He don't look like he's American, native black. He actually looks Ethiopian, to tell you the truth. Or South American. He could be South American. He looks like he's either Brazilian or East African. But the fact that they went 8,000 miles to get this nigga from another country, and I didn't even know America had extradition laws with Kenya, so that says a lot, because they like sending people by the boatloads and the plane loads to other countries, and they said, you know what, hold up, let's go get this motherfucker. Or maybe they was dropping some African niggas off and they figured, fuck it, while we here, we got a search warrant, let's go see if this nigga's here and bring him back with us. They said that he was, I guess, going to rob a drug dealer, and the damn article was vague as hell, because everybody that they said a witness, who the fuck was snitching, right? For a nigga that actually killed somebody, a drug dealer, they literally had a whole bunch of people that they knew about this nigga whereabouts and everything. They was giving rundowns of what the nigga did the first 12 hours. They even said the nigga he smoked with. You know how fucking scandalous a nigga that you smoke with gotta be to be talking to, like, and this was 2010 when it happened, so it wasn't like a whole bunch of like weed dispensaries, and weed wasn't even legal like that except in California. So the fact that motherfucker that was smoking blunts with this nigga told on this nigga, that shit says a whole lot. Let me see if I can find this fucking article, because I know I bookmarked it. Yeah, it said right here, according to a arrest warrant, Kanisa was expecting a friend to visit him, but when he opened the door, Soares shot him, right? But it also goes in to say he wore a Warner Brothers shirt there that said, if you see the police, Warner Brother, that a witness, like, who the fuck was this nigga, said he wore during the robbery as a makeshift mask. It says in the home, drugs, money was consistent with sales. So he shot the man with the intent to rob him, but didn't rob him. But it also says right here, a witness later told police a man named Nicholas was involved in the crime in order to take the victim's money and drugs, clearly which he did not do. So he must have got spooked after he shot the man, or the man must have wrestled with him and got blicked in the commission of the robbery. It was a botched robbery. But it says another witness who went to buy marijuana from Suarez the day of the killing says Suarez was acting paranoid, anxious, and very erratic. So you mean to tell me a nigga that was gonna buy some weed from this nigga, because he said he was gonna rob the dude and take his weed and money, and I guess he was gonna serve this dude, like, how did they get in contact of the weed customer? Like, then it says that witness said he confronted Suarez, telling him he knew had he gone to see Caniza to restock his marijuana supply, and that he had heard about the shooting. And I'm assuming he called the police, because that nigga said he was gonna rob him and take the money and the weed. And when he saw it shit on the news, he called the police. Like, what kind of fucking customers do you got that's that close to you? Had he just kept his shit to himself and had this nigga as a customer, not like within arm's reach of him, he'd have been good. Telling this nigga, you gonna go rob the plug. That's what he did. This says Sora's mother told investigators she met with Soros a few days after the murder, and that Soros told her he had to urgently leave and he was in trouble and fear of his life, the warrant said. That's weird, because it said his mom told the investigators that, but that's what I guess that's what they wrote in the warrant. And the mom put him on a plane straight to Brazil. From Brazil, he went to Africa, Nairobi, Kenya, out of all places. So this nigga was fucking hopscotching like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? For all the people that's 30 and younger, do your Googles, you find out who Carmen Sandiego is. But yeah, only thing I can say is my man was doing too much fucking talking. Had he just kept the shit to himself, robbed the dope man, and he'd have been cool. But murder is one of those things, in the words of Jigga Man, murder is one of the things that's slow to digest. It's hard to digest. And yeah, you can't just go around killing people. But the fact that this nigga went to Nairobi, Kenya, and still got captured, bro, he was destined to go to prison. That's all I'm gonna say. And with the murder and how much time has gone by, he could have actually got caught and been sentenced to jail and been getting out around this time. Now he gonna have to eat the next 15 years. And at the age of 25, how old was he when he did this shit? He's like 40 now. He ain't gonna be out until he's 55 years old. So he fucked off his rest of his life. For all the young dudes within the sound of my voice, don't be like this nigga. One, don't rob the dope man. It ain't never that serious. They do business. Learn how to sell drugs. Don't fucking rob the dope man, because then you can't eat, and then you're gonna go to Africa and they're gonna pick your dumb ass up and ship you right back to America. So you be better off doing shit the right way the first time. In any event, I'm out.